I thought today was your graduation. Why are there no signs or staff at the high school? The parking lot is basically empty right now.
I saw you getting extra ready this morning, but I didn't think you'd actually be tricked.
What do you mean, tricked?
Oh, yeah, the day of our graduation was rescheduled.
What do you mean it was rescheduled?
I mean that I'm not graduating today. I don't have school anymore, though, so I'm out with my friends right now.
Seriously? Again?
What do you mean, again?
Well, you lied to me about the date of the parent-teacher conference, and you made sure that I couldn't show up, didn't you?
Did I? I don't remember. It was such a long time ago. You know, only family members are allowed to come to the parent-teacher conference and graduation ceremony.
I am a family member.
No, you're not. The only family member that I have right now is my dad.
You're still going to say that? You're not 15 anymore. Please, stop.
You're just Dad's sugar baby. Why did Dad think it would be a good idea to remarry someone like you? Even my previous mom was better than you. She didn't complain the way you do.
You were head over heels when we announced that we were getting married. Why are you saying all of this now?
I mean, what else was I supposed to say in front of Dad? I need to be the perfect daughter that he thinks I am when I'm in front of him.
It's like you have two different personalities. I guess they were right when they said that women can be frightening.
Maybe I'll be an actress when I'm older.
Whatever. So it was a lie that today was your graduation day, and your ceremony is on another day, right? Then I'm going to head home.
I'll have Dad come over to the real graduation ceremony, and you're not invited to come. Not that you're allowed to anyway, since you're not a family member and I hate you.
Why do you hate me so much?
How am I supposed to know? I just hate what I hate, and I hate you. It gets on my nerves just seeing you inside the house. And even the thought of the taste of your cooking makes me gag. I also hate the way you're so desperate for my dad's attention.
When have I ever been desperate for his attention?
Back when he wasn't married to you, my dad listened to anything I asked him for. But ever since you came, he stopped listening to me unconditionally. You fed him lies about me and lowered my image so that you could get more attention from him, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
How am I supposed to trust what you say? I'm not your daughter, and you've never thought of me as your daughter, have you?
Of course I think of you as my daughter. If I didn't, then I wouldn't care enough to point out the things that I think are wrong.
No, you just hate me. And I don't care if you hate me because I hate you too. If anything, it's best for everyone if you just leave the house right now. Get divorced from Dad, old lady.
Old lady? How dare you? Do you think a loving parent's job is to just spoil their kids unconditionally? Because it's not. It's to teach them what is accepted and what isn't in the real world.
Quit acting like you're my mother. You're just a stranger. Anyways, I don't have the time to be wasting talking to some stranger. I'm going to a carnival with my friends. Don't text me anymore.
A carnival? Do you have the money to go? You told me 2 days ago that you used all of your allowance for this month, so you need some money.
The truth is, I know where you keep the cash inside of the house.
You took money from the house? Your father and I told you to work out your spending from your monthly allowance over and over again.
Who cares? I only took like $300.
$300? That was the grocery money.
The entrance fees went up lately. And I want to buy food and merch from the stands inside. So $300 is the bare minimum that I need to have fun. Just think of it as a present for graduation. Well then, I've got to go.
Wait a minute, we gave you your present for graduation already. We paid for your whole graduation trip with your friends. Rose?
How was the graduation ceremony?
Rose lied to me. Again.
Lied to you?
Yeah, the same thing as the parent-teacher conference. Apparently the actual graduation day is next week.
Wait, but we read a paper that had the date on it.
I'm sure she just remade it and changed the date, just so that I couldn't show up. It probably isn't that difficult if you have a printer.
Wow. I'm sorry for making you go through that again. It's all because I was spoiling her until I married you.
I mean, I understand how you felt. You just wanted to show that you loved her, right? Rose didn't receive much love from her mother, so you wanted to make up for that, didn't you? I can't imagine how difficult it was to raise a daughter on your own.
Yeah. But after getting married to you, I realized that blindly doing whatever she wants isn't the same as loving her. So I tried to fix my relationship with her, but I guess it was too late. She was already in middle school by the time you and I got married.
There's no such thing as too late. We've both tried our very best to have a sincere relationship with her. And I still think it isn't too late. The only reason that she won't acknowledge me as her mother is because I'm not trying hard enough. I'm more stress tolerant than I look, so I can keep going.
Thank you so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. But still, I think it's a problem on her side that she keeps lying to you over and over again. I feel that she might do something that's too far if she keeps going.
I mean, she still lives with us, and she'll be going to university from our house instead of a dorm. So we can help her out for now. But I'm worried about what might happen when she's on her own in the real world.
In that case, I have a plan on what to do if she ever tries us again.
A plan?
Yeah, I mean, you tried the nice way over and over again, and it didn't work. So we've got to change things up a bit, don't we?
I mean, I guess. By the way, Rose told me that she wanted just you to show up at her graduation ceremony.
Just me?
Yeah, apparently only family members are invited, and I'm a stranger, not a family member. So she doesn't want me to come.
Can you show me your text messages with Rose when I get home?
Sure, but why?
I want to see what kind of stuff she's always sending you. She probably says things to you that she would never say to even a stranger, right? I want to know those things as her father.
Okay, but if she ever finds out that I showed you our text messages, she'll probably hate me for life. So only use them to acknowledge that she says those things, okay?
Okay.
Guess who just graduated and also turned 18? I'm a full-grown adult now. Anyways, I was kind of bummed out to see that Dad wasn't here. I was really glad to see that you weren't there, though.
Congratulations on graduating, and happy birthday. Since you're a full-grown adult now, I expect you to carry yourself around as an adult, so that we can treat you like one.
Stop trying to parent me, old lady. The only thing that you do is lie around at home all day and use up Dad's money. You're not in a place to be parenting me.
Old lady, huh?
Yep, and I'm an adult now, so I think your job is done in our family.
I guess so. It looks like there is not much that I can do for you anymore.
Well then, I'm gonna go party with my friends, to celebrate our graduation. Oh, and I'm gonna stop by somewhere before that, so I'll go do what I gotta do.
Okay, but even if you've graduated, don't do anything stupid in your uniform.
I brought a change of clothes, don't worry.
Don't be too late.
Sure, but make sure to pack your things by the time I'm home.
Pack my things?
I've prepared something for you. Let's say a surprise. Congratulations! Today you finally become free. I haven't felt this good in months.
Freedom comes with responsibility.
Oh, shut up already. You're already a stranger now, legally. So, could you do me a favor and leave my house?
Legally?
Didn't I tell you that I have a surprise? Well, surprise! I turned in divorce papers for you and Dad.
What? Is this a prank?
Nope, this is completely real. I kicked the useless old lady who calls herself my mom out of my house. It took a lot of preparation, but totally worth it. All of my friends agreed that this was the best option.
what did you do about the signatures?
Who cares? I'm sure they don't even check if the signatures are real or not. So I signed your signature for you, and my friend's boyfriend signed Dad's for him.
You know, imitating another person's signature and turning in a legal document is a serious crime.
Do you know what's more of a crime? For a stranger to linger around in someone's house and act like they belong there. I just graduated from high school, so I thought it was a good time to surprise you. Congratulations, you just graduated from your role as my mother.
Well then, I'm graduating from my role as your father too.
Wait, what? What do you mean? My dad's still my dad.
The person that you're texting right now is your father, not your mother.
Who exactly do you think you're fooling here? I get that you're getting worked up because I turned in your divorce papers as a surprise, but are you seriously gonna lie that you're my dad? What are you trying to do exactly?
You're in no place to be talking to others about lying. You lied about the parent-teacher conference and graduation ceremony, and many more things.
Look, you're not fooling anyone here, so could you just pack your things up and leave already?
You're the one who's going to pack up your things and leave, Rose.
You're seriously starting to get on my nerves. Stop acting like my dad right now. He's working at his office right now, even I know that. How would he be texting me through your phone right now?
I logged into her account through my computer.
Through your computer?
Yeah, and I've read every single text between you and your mother. It was absolutely terrible. I couldn't believe that the person who texted those messages was my own daughter. So I decided to have your mother share her password and login ID with me, so that I could see whenever you said something.
Wait, Daddy? Actually, hold on. Did you actually read all of the texts?
Yes. Your mother is also watching this conversation on her phone. But I'm talking to you through my computer right now.
Wait, Daddy, it's not what it looks like.
What is it then? Can you give me a valid explanation of what it is I just witnessed?
Well...
Exactly. You turned in legal documents as a surprise, right? Who did you do that for?
For you, of course. Because I know that there is someone more worthy of you, not someone like that lady.
You know, I made you go through a lot after divorcing your mother. And I'm sure I hurt you many times. So I've done things your way to make up for those things. But ever since I realized that that's not love, I acted more strictly towards you because I thought that you deserved a parent who really cared.
I only need you. We only need each other. If you have money to spend on that lady, then spend it on me.
You just want things to be about yourself, don't you? Then you can be alone and have everything be about yourself by yourself.
By myself?
Didn't you hear me? I'm graduating from the role of your father, just like the way Helen graduated from the role of your mother. You're already an adult, right? So figure out the rest of your life on your own.
Wait, what? But I'm still gonna be a college student.
If you're gonna choose to be a college student, then I suggest you get a job because there's gonna be a lot of tuition and living expenses to pay for. Balance your studies and work.
What? I can't do that.
You're going to college to learn, aren't you?
That's just irresponsible as a parent.
My legal responsibility to make you go to school applies up until high school, and you don't understand the worth of money yet.
Of course I do.
If you really did, then you wouldn't steal money from the house and go spend it with your friends.
That old hag, she snitched.
I told you that I saw all of the texts. Look, you're an adult now, and you want to go to college to learn. If that's the path that you're taking, then figure it out on your own. Do everything at your own risk. This is where I let go of your hand and you keep walking on your own.
But you can't just say that all of a sudden.
As I said, freedom comes with responsibility. Making choices on your own comes with risks. Happy birthday. I hope that you live a good life.
If you really hope that I have a good life, then pay for my tuition, please. I just wanted to live alone with you. I I just wanted all of your love and money for myself.
Then you didn't do anything for me. You did it for yourself.
I'm still your cute little daughter, aren't I? I've acted the way that you wanted me to until now.
If you can't take good care of someone important to me, then you're clearly not acting the way that I want you to. If you really cared for me, then you would understand that Helen is the person I want to be with, and you wouldn't have turned in that divorce paper. You would have swallowed your pride and given her a chance. If you want everything to be about yourself, then live on your own.
I just graduated from high school. How am I supposed to do that?
Just go to your grandmother's house for the night.
What? Grandma's house?
Figure out how you're going to live from now on by the time college starts, because you'll never step into our house ever again.
You have got to be kidding me.
I'm dead serious. I was literal when I said that I'm no longer your father.
But I can't live on my own.
Well, you're not a child anymore, so you're going to have to. You knew what was right and what was wrong, and you still chose to do what was wrong. You brought yourself into this situation. It hurts me to know that you could do and say those things while knowing how the other person would feel.
Daddy, I'm so sorry. I'll be a completely different person from now on. Please, forgive me.
And there you go apologizing to the wrong person again. This is my responsibility. I couldn't teach you what was right until now. So I'm going to have to change the way I do things from now on. Think of this as your last chance, and have a good look in the mirror before deciding on how to live from now on. Well then, I've explained everything to your grandmother.
Wait, Dad, please! Don't throw me away like this! Daddy? Mom? Dad? I don't care, whoever, please just answer.
Your father is driving, so he can't answer the phone right now.
Mom? Where are you? I just came home and everything is gone and no one's here.
We sent all of your things to your grandmother's house, didn't we?
But what about all of your stuff?
We moved.
Moved?
Yeah, we're headed to our new house right now.
New house? Where?
Can't tell you. We decided together that we won't tell you anymore. Anyway, have you already decided on what you're going to do about your housing and job after college starts?
Of course not. I don't have any money.
We already paid for the initial fees, didn't we?
But I can't afford to pay the tuition.
We handed your grandmother the information to your bank account. It has all of the birthday money and extra income that you received and never used.
But this isn't enough.
Of course it isn't. You used up almost everything the moment you received it.
Well, then what am I supposed to do? I can't even move with this money. But Grandma keeps telling me that I'll only be able to stay at her place for another month.
I mean, you don't expect her to let you stay at her house for the rest of your life, do you?
I was planning to go to college from our old house, so I never saved up to live alone.
I know that. You were planning to make your father and I divorce so that you could live alone with him and live a worry-free, amazing college life, right?
Please, just tell me where your new house is. I'm begging you.
I'm nice, but not nice enough to live with someone who I know hates my guts. I'm sorry, honey.
But at this rate, I won't be able to go to college. And I haven't found a place to work at either. So I'll be homeless before I even know it.
You're going to get to live at your grandmother's place for another month or so. So I suggest that you at least figure out how to do some chores around the house by the time you get kicked out.
How would you forgive me?
This isn't a matter of forgiving or not forgiving. This is called tough love.
This isn't love.
I mean, we gave you soft love for a long time, but you never fixed anything. This is our final resort to help you become a responsible adult.
Please forgive me. I can't just not go to college while the rest of my friends are. And I can't be the only one who's working my butt off to pay my bills. Are you listening? Mom?
It's strange. I wanted you to call me by that name so badly, but I couldn't care less anymore. I guess my brain just processes you as a stranger now.
I'll apologize for everything that happened until now. Let's just go back to how things were, please. Let's be a family again.
The way things were? You want to go back to when you never acknowledged me as a family member and disregarded all of my hard work to be a good mother? Because if that's the case, I'm going to have to reject your offer. Your father and I are still human beings, just like you are. We can't accept everything and act like nothing happened.
But I'm apologizing to you.
Well then, I'll be muting my phone now. I'm also blocking your number, so only contact your father from now on. And keep it to the minimum.
To the minimum?
Yep. Good luck figuring things out on your own. Bye-bye. Rose turned out to be unable to pay for her tuition and decided not to start college. Her grandmother knew the whole situation. And being the strict person that she is, she really decided to make Rose live on her own after 1 month. I've heard that she's currently working multiple jobs at a time, and finally acknowledges how valuable money is and how difficult it is to make a living on her own.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Ellie, you frickin' kleptomaniac! I thought I made it crystal clear the last time you did this that you need to stop taking my things. I'm not putting up with this anymore.
Oh my goodness, Kathy, I am hurt. I'm devastated even. You're my favorite big sister in the whole world. Do you really think I would stoop so low as to steal something from you?
Yes, you do this all the time, Ellie.
Yeah, I know I do. So, you're gonna have to be more specific. What are you mad about me taking this time?
My wallet. I was looking for it everywhere, but then I found it in the last place I expected, your Instagram feed. You've got some nerve, you know that? Your caption was like, "Hey everyone, check out the new wallet that I just got. It was a total steal." You can say that again, you stole it from me.
Oh, yeah, that wallet. I forgot I took that one. But yeah, that's mine now. Oh, and don't worry about everything you had in there. I went to the trouble of throwing it all away for you. You don't need to thank me. It was my pleasure.
I am not in the mood for this right now, Ellie. You are going to return my wallet and all of its contents to me immediately.
You know, Ellie, I would love to give you your wallet back. Really, I would. But the trouble is, I like it way too much. And besides, it doesn't look good on you. It's practically the cutest wallet in the entire world, and you're practically the ugliest woman in the entire world. It complements my feminine features better, so I am never giving it back to you.
Yeah, I've heard this all before. Shut up and give me back my wallet.
I don't know. I also feel somewhat of a moral obligation to keep this wallet away from you.
A moral obligation to steal? You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Wait, don't actually explain. I don't care.
Too late. Here it comes. This is an incredibly high-quality wallet made with care by a classy brand, Kathy. If I were the 8-year-old sweatshop worker who made this thing, I think it would make me cry knowing a classless slob like you was using it. That's a new one I just came up with the other day. Isn't it great?
I really wish that you would put that creativity to better use than coming up with insults to hurl at me after you steal my things. Anyway, we've been through this routine before, and I am bored already. And I've put up with this crap from you in the past, but I will not let you get away with it this time. That's not just any wallet. That's the wallet that my husband Ken gave to me.
What? Are you kidding? That pathetic loser gave you this? How did he even know this brand existed? He seems like the kind of guy to grab whatever's on sale at the department store for a gift.
He gave it to me for my birthday, and it's very special to me. Now give it back. I'm putting my foot down, Ellie. I will not let you take that from me.
Oh my God, I am cracking up right now. This is like the craziest thing to happen to me this month. Your ugly loser, tasteless husband actually has the sense and cash to buy you a wallet like this?
Excuse me?
Maybe I was wrong about him. Maybe he's not as big of a tasteless, senseless loser with all the fashion knowledge of a 90-year-old hillbilly. It does suck that he's as ugly as sin, so I'd rather avoid interacting with him if at all possible. But if he's got the kind of money to buy you a wallet from that brand, I think maybe it's time I gave him a chance.
You're a piece of work, Ellie.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. One of the models I follow is starting up a live stream soon. Oh, and about the wallet, I'm not gonna give it back to you, ever. So give it up. If you have time off tomorrow, why don't you go shopping for a new one? They've got some that are right up your alley at the dollar store. Hello? Kathy, are you there? Why aren't you answering my texts? In case you didn't notice, I just sent you a picture of my adorable new handbag. Did you see it? Well, what do you think? Isn't it adorable? Doesn't it look fantastic with my shoes? I am waiting for your compliments. Get a move on, girlie.
So here I was, sitting here minding my own business, drinking a cup of coffee, then out of nowhere I get approximately 10 million notifications within a minute, all of them from you. And then I open my phone to see that you had just sent me the same selfie of your new handbag once every second for a solid 10 minutes. I honestly didn't even notice the handbag until you mentioned it to me. I wasn't sure what you wanted me to say, so I just decided to ignore you until you gave me more specific instructions.
How dare you? I went out of my way to show you how hot I look with my new handbag, and that's all you have to say to me?
Holy moly, Ellie, that is such a wonderful bag. There, is that what you were looking for?
You can do way better than that.
I can't, actually. So what's the story with the new handbag, huh? Not that I care. Did your boyfriend buy it for you?
My boyfriend? That loser? Yuck. I don't even want to think of that loser right now. I broke up with him. He wasn't helping me live my best life. Nope. This particular handbag was a present from none other than, drumroll please, your husband.
What?
Ken bought that for you? He is such a sweetheart, Kathy. I barely even had to butter him up at all. I just asked for the bag and he immediately got out his credit card. It's really too bad that he's such an ugly mug. If not for that, he'd be like the perfect guy.
What the hell is wrong with you? You went and begged your own sister's husband for a new handbag? Granted, I'm almost equally perplexed at why Ken would actually give in to your mooching and buy it for you, but that's a conversation we can have another day.
I'll save you the time. It's obvious he bought it for me because he couldn't resist a request from a hottie like me. Why would he buy presents from a frumpy old hag like you when he can buy them for a younger, prettier, cuter girl like me?
You've used those insults on me way too many times for them to have any effect, you know?
Oh yeah? Then how about this? I was honestly shocked at how easy it was to get Ken to open up his wallet for me. I wasn't even laying it on too thick or anything. I was just putting on the same sweet and innocent act that I always use on men. But that was all it took for him to give me everything I wanted and then some. Oh, and get this. I told him that I was low on cash to pay my rent this month, and do you know what he did? We went straight to the nearest ATM, and he withdrew enough to pay for the entire month. Ugly guys are so easy to manipulate when you're at least semi-decent looking.
Okay, you got me there. That is shocking.
Also, stop that, you incorrigible harlot. You're not going to use my husband as your sugar daddy. It's not like I asked him to do anything, though. It's not my fault. All I had to do was play the damsel in distress, and he immediately jumped into his role as my knight in shining armor.
Don't act like you're innocent here. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, and so did your husband. You should be getting mad at him, not me. My God, though, being born beautiful really is like going through life on easy mode. Whatever I want, there is always some guy standing around who's willing to give it to me, with the proper incentives, of course.
You're not selecting easy mode. You're hacking the game's source code. You do nothing but steal the things I bought with my hard-earned money and mooch off of stupid men. Including my husband, as it turns out. I'm telling you, Ellie, stay away from my husband. Never go anywhere near him again.
Tell me, Kathy, have I ever listened to anything you've told me to do? Even once? No, Never. What makes you think this time is going to go any different? Ellie? Okay, well, I'm going to go now. I want to go do some shopping to show off this new bag to all the girls at the store. Oh, I'm also going to post some more pictures on Instagram later on, so be sure to like them, okay? Hey there, Kathy. Oh, great, wonderful, just what I needed. All right, Ellie, let's have it. What did you steal from me this time? Or what have you seduced my husband into buying for you this time? Hey, come on, don't steal my thunder. For the record, I did not steal any of your things this time, and I did not seduce your husband into buying anything. Okay, then what do you want? So today's your wedding anniversary, right? I just wanted to wish you a very special congratulations. Very special, eh? Well, thanks, I guess. Yeah, it's our anniversary, and Ken got us a reservation at a really nice restaurant downtown. Aw, that's so sweet of him. I bet you're really looking forward to it. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about right now. I'm really, really sorry to tell you this, but Ken's not coming to the restaurant tonight. Uh-huh. And you know this how? How do you think? He's here with me right now. What? I have 3 very important announcements to make. First of all, you're divorced now. And second, I'm married now. And third, go ahead and eat all you want at that restaurant because you're going to be eating all alone. Hold on. I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. I'm divorced? How? I forged your signature on a set of divorce papers for you and Ken. So as of about an hour ago, the 2 of you are officially divorced. What? Do you realize you just confessed to a crime right now? And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, don't tell me. Looks like you finally caught on. That's right. I'm married to your husband. I know you haven't noticed, but the truth is that we've been seeing each other behind your back for a few months. Ken has fallen out of love with you and is madly in love with me now. And just like I convinced him to buy me that handbag a while back, I convinced him to dump you and upgrade to a superior model, namely me. I don't believe this. What is the matter with you two? Ellie, didn't you always say that Ken was ugly? What happened to that? You were constantly making fun of him. And I stand by those statements 100%. However, I'm a practical girl, Kathy. There's no way I would pass up an opportunity to lock down a guy willing to shell out thousands of dollars for me on a whim. I was never interested in him before since he's ugly and all, but now I find out he's actually something of a corporate big shot. That sealed the deal for me. A rich guy with job security who pampers me. It's a dream come true. That's why you had an affair with your own sister's husband? That's it? It was just for money? What do you mean, just for money? Money is a perfectly good reason, I'd say. Do you have any idea how much money it costs to be hot these days? I have to buy all the hottest fashion trends while they're still in fashion and then do it all over again in a few months when it goes out of fashion. Not to mention makeup, massages, personal trainers, that sort of thing. All that shopping adds up. I need a guy with plenty of money who's willing to let me spend as much as I want, and Ken fits that bill perfectly. You've got to be out of your mind. I knew you were a kleptomaniac, but now I know you're much worse than that. You're a straight-up sociopath. No, I'm not. I'm making a perfectly rational decision. I mean, the only real drawback he has is the fact that he's hideously ugly. But with the kind of money he's got, I can always just force him to get plastic surgery. You wouldn't believe how advanced that industry is these days. You might want to give it a shot yourself. Plastic surgery? You're going to make your own husband get plastic surgery? I'm glad you recognize that he's not your husband anymore. He's mine. The signature on the divorce papers apparently looked real enough for that dunce at the courthouse to accept it. So starting today, you're single again, and I get to kick off my life as the pampered wife of a wealthy businessman. Seriously, Ellie, I can't thank you enough. Huh? This is like a dream come true for me. It's hard to take it all in. I can't believe that divorcing him would be this easy. Oh, Ellie, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so much for doing this for me. Thanks to you, I am finally free from the hell that I've been trapped in ever since we got married. So good luck with Ken. I hope you enjoy your life together. Hold it, Kathy. What's going on here? I think you may have just gone insane out of shock, so let's recap, shall we? I, your little sister, just stole your husband from you. I forged your signature in order to help him divorce you without you knowing on your anniversary. I have just single-handedly destroyed everything that you have built up for the last several years. So why are you thanking me?
You've given me the best wedding gift I could have asked for.
Okay, that confirms it. You have gone insane. You're happy that I stole your husband from you and not, devastated? You are by far the ugliest woman in this entire city, and an ugly guy like Ken was the only person who would ever stoop so low as to marry you. And again, I am your sister. Why aren't you pissed off at me? I have been looking forward to seeing your reaction when I broke the news to you ever since I started sleeping with him, and you are really killing my buzz right now.
I'm sorry things didn't work out for you like you had hoped. But I'm just way too happy that things have worked out far better for me than I could have ever hoped. There is absolutely no reason for me to feel even the slightest bit sad about losing a guy like him. And now that I don't have to worry about all the debt he took on affecting me anymore, like I said, you really did me a solid, Ellie.
Wait a second. Debt? What do you mean, debt?
Actually, I've been giving serious thought to divorcing him myself lately. And just when I thought I was going to have to spend a fortune on legal fees, you came along and took him off my hands for free. The timing could not have been more perfect.
You said he has debt? What kind of debt are we talking about here? Like student debt or something? I can't imagine a guy like Ken being in debt.
You said he's with you, didn't you? Why don't you go ahead and ask him yourself? Go on, ask him about how many credit card bills he's maxed out going to his favorite gentleman's club.
Gentleman's club?
Oh, and one more thing. Would you mind giving him a message from me while you're at it? Tell him that I've known about his debts for a long time now. He was so afraid that I'd notice if he was emptying out our bank accounts that he made a bunch of credit cards in his own name. And then, when his credit score got too low to get any more credit cards, he started making them in my name. I was going to divorce him anyway, even if he hadn't run away with my sister. So, good riddance to bad rubbish.
Hold on, back up. This isn't making any sense. He's in debt from going to a gentleman's club? But no, that's impossible. He's a widely successful businessman. He's a high-ranking executive in an industry giant. He told me he's making over $200,000 a year. How does a guy like that get into debt? Shouldn't he be, smart?
He always was an incredibly responsible, hard-working, intelligent man. But then one day, disaster struck.
Disaster? Was he in an accident or something?
No, I'm talking about you. You're the one who screwed him up, Ellie.
What? I did?
Back when you realized you could get money out of him, you started texting him all the time, right? And every time he gave you something, you showered him with compliments and attention. That's when he started getting the funny idea that he was actually a real ladies' man. After all, a pretty girl like you is throwing yourself at him. If he can get one pretty girl on the side, maybe he can have 2, or 3, or more.
Oh.
And that's when he started going to the gentleman's club. In there, he was the most eligible man in the universe. Scores of girls, even younger and prettier than you, were telling him that anyway. So he started giving more and more gifts and money to more and more girls, and before he knew it, he had maxed out 5 or 6 credit cards.
No way.
Yes way. The more money he gave them, the more they told him what a handsome and cool guy he was.
But those are girls at a gentleman's club. They only flatter wealthy men for money. How could anyone possibly think that was real?
Believe me, Ellie, I did my best to try and drag him back into reality. But nothing I said did a bit of good. He was thoroughly convinced that he was actually the hottest man on the market right now, and that they weren't after his money at all. He said that I was just trying to keep him down because I was jealous that women younger and prettier than me were paying attention to him. He also said that he was tired of being around an ugly old woman and wanted to enjoy the company of girls who were in his league. He's gone completely insane, and I don't know what to do to fix him.
That's not all my fault.
No, it basically is. The Ken that I married was never like this. He was always dedicated to 2 things and 2 things only, me and his work. And ever since you started poisoning his mind, he's lost interest in both of those. So he's your problem now, Ellie. I give my full blessing to your relationship with him. Do with him what you will. Oh, and about how you forged my signature, I'm not going to press charges or anything. Really, you did me a massive favor. Now I have no reason to ever meet with him again.
Oh, well, I guess that's one silver lining then. Hey, can I ask you one more question? How much debt does he have right now?
No clue. Couldn't tell you. All I know is that he's maxed out at least 5 credit cards in his own name and a couple in mine. So you can either do the math on that, or you can go ahead and ask him yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and pack up my things so I can move out of that godforsaken house as quickly as possible.
Kathy, you are not going to believe this. Your sister Ellie is an absolute menace. What is wrong with her? Like, our relationship was going really great right up until we got married. But after that, like she's a completely different woman now. She won't even cook for me. She expects me to either cook or order out. I can't keep living like this. It's the worst. So, for now, do you think you can come by in the evening to make some decent dinner for me?
What? Did you eat paint chips as a kid? You cannot seriously be asking me that right now.
No, I did not eat paint chips. And yes, I am serious. Come on, Kathy. It's just dinner. What's the big deal with that? Sure, we may be divorced now, but we're still in love with each other, right?
I'm trying to decide whether I should be shouting at you or laughing at you for saying something that stupid.
What? It's not stupid. We didn't get divorced because I didn't love you anymore. I divorced you because I started to like Ellie more than you, that's all. I still love you just as much as I always have. And let me tell you what. I will always love your food. You're a fantastic cook. Just because I divorced you for your sister doesn't mean you can't come and make some dinner for me every once in a while.
I need a second to collect my thoughts after that. Okay, now then. You may not hate me, Ken, but I hate you. From the bottom of my heart, I hate you with a fiery passion that burns brighter than 1,000 suns. All the water in the universe could not quench the burning rage I have whenever the image of your dopey, smug face pops up in my mind. You called me ugly, cheated on me with my sister, and spent all your money on gifts to give to a bunch of ladies of the night. I will never feel anything but hatred for you ever again.
Don't talk like that, Kathy.
Oh, and I can also explain why Ellie hates you now. She knows just how deep in debt you are, and also why you're in debt. If you want someone to cook for you, I've got an idea. Why don't you ask one of the girls at the club to cook for you? After all, you're the hottest man in the city, aren't you? Surely you can get one of the girls you showered with money to cook a meal or two.
Yeah, about that. They banned me from the club.
What?
I'm really sorry about that, Kathy. I was such an idiot. Should have known they were just saying all that stuff for money. After I maxed out all my credit cards, I took out a loan with the house as collateral. Then, when that ran out, one night I tried to get out through a bathroom window before they brought the bill to my table. But the bouncers caught me and now I can't get in anymore.
I'm glad you realized the truth, albeit much too late. You know there's no difference between Ellie and the girls at the club, right? She was only ever after your money, too. And now that you don't have that anymore, she has no use for you. I hope you enjoyed the attention while it lasted.
I should have never divorced you. I don't want you to just cook my meals. I want to be together with you again. Will you please take me back?
Excuse me?
If you'll come back to me, I'll never do anything like this ever again.
Not a chance, you frickin' moron. I would sooner take a bath in boiling sulfuric acid than marry you again. Now, let's get down to business. You're going to pay me for all the credit cards you took out in my name. You'll be hearing from my lawyer shortly.
What?
You have until the end of the month to pay me every single cent that you owe me, or else I'll see you in court. And that's all I have to say to you. If you want to tell me something, you can tell it to my lawyer. Kathy, what's going on? Ever since yesterday, Ken's been selling a bunch of my stuff. All my handbags, purses, clothes, everything that's worth anything. Oh, that explains it. Explains what? How he was able to pay me everything he owed me in one lump sum. What? He sold all my stuff to pay you? That's not fair. It's not fair, really. You stole everything of mine that wasn't tied down. I bet a lot of the stuff you're saying was yours was actually mine in the first place. Would you get over that already? This is serious. He's telling me that I have to work to pay off his debts now. I don't know how to work. All I've ever done is Instagram modeling. But my career hasn't really taken off yet. What am I gonna do, Kathy? I told you before, Ken is your problem now. Tell you what, though, if you're looking for work, I'll bet he knows some nice gentlemen's clubs that are hiring. I was joking when I said that, but Ellie actually took me seriously. She applied to and was hired at one of Ken's favorite clubs. Ironically, though, she was a massive failure. I guess the male patrons didn't care much for her horrible personality. Ken obviously wasn't happy about that, so he told her that if she's not pretty enough to make money at a club, then she's going to have to become a full-time housewife. So long gone are her days of expensive clothing and Instagram selfies. Now she's spending all her time in an apron covered in dust, furniture polish, and cooking oil. As for Ken, he's still having trouble paying off his debts. I understand his creditors have now resorted to calling him at his office, which does not make his superiors happy. They're even talking about demoting him if it continues. So now the not-so-happy couple is spending their evenings eating Ellie's awful cooking and arguing over who's more responsible for the situation they're in. And as for me, I'm just enjoying my newfound place, finally free of my sister's kleptomania and my husband's delusional egotism.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Listen to this. I just went and handed in my marriage forms with Zeke. So with that, starting today, I am now his wife.
Really? How wonderful.
And not just that. Zeke told me that today would also be our anniversary since we started dating, and so he got me this gorgeous and delicious cake. I was already so happy to be married to him and all, but he went that extra mile and had this cake made for me by a very famous patissier. He told me that the man is a very good friend of his, so he was able to make this cake for me without any planning in advance. The fact that my husband would get something like that done for me on a day like today has just made me feel so blessed.
I suppose so. I'm so happy to see you being loved by my ex like that. And the fact that you get to enjoy a cake from a famous patissier. How amazing. You have just been having so much fun with the man you stole from your own friend, right?
Hey! Ariel! Stop trying to make everything about you all the time. Can't you see that your friend just got married to the man she's been in love with for so long now? I would just really appreciate it if you were just a bit more kind to me and celebrated a day like today.
Don't expect me to shut up and let you rub that life of yours in my face now. Who the hell would want to celebrate a backstabbing whore like you anyway? If anything, the thing we should be talking about right now is you paying me that settlement.
I'm sorry. I'm leaving all of that in the hands of Zeke to pay off. I have no idea what he's doing with the money right now, so you can't really ask me anything about it.
I sure can ask you because you have to pay me a settlement as well. You're really going to make him pay it all off for you.
Well, of course I am. Zeke happens to run a whole freaking company as the CEO after all. And men like that are loaded with money, right?
Huh?
I don't have that kind of money on me right now. And I just quit the job I had in order to become his wife. That's why I won't be able to pay you any kind of settlement right now. The only thing I'm able to do right now is sit next to my wonderful husband and laugh at all his jokes and show him my most pretty smiles. He's giving me a life of luxury, and also the least I can do is make sure he sees just how beautiful of a woman I am.
Hold on a second. A life of luxury? Is that what you just said?
That's right. That amazing cake wasn't the only thing Zeke prepared for me today. In order to make me the most happy woman in the world, he prepared for me the most wonderful mansion to move into. That's why at this moment we are getting into his really fancy car and we'll be driving out to that mansion and moving in.
Huh?
He loves me so much that I'm almost feeling suffocated. Not only did I get a really special cake, but I'm also getting to live in this massive mansion with him. And above all that, he seems to be madly in love with me. So I'd have to say, I've won at the game of life. Thank you so much for letting your husband throw you away at the time in order to marry me. My dream of living in a giant mansion with a CEO is finally going to come true.
I'm the one who's the CEO, though.
What?
I'm sorry to have to break this to you while you're flying in the clouds. But before you finish off that delicious cake he's gotten for you, would you please get a taste of reality? I know you're probably too euphoric right now for me to be able to get all the information into that head of yours, but you need to know something.
What reality are you talking about? I know for a fact that Zeke is the CEO. He happens to run Accounting Central and goes into work every day to make sure the company is doing well.
No, the one in charge of running Accounting Central would be me. It's the company I run right now, making me the CEO of it. And I'll have you know that with the divorce, Zeke lost his job and is now unemployed.
Huh? That's your company? And not only that, what? Zeke lost his job there.
Well, to be completely honest, he used to be the CEO of this company. Him and I worked together to run this company as husband and wife, per se.
You both worked together?
There are plenty of companies in the world that have two people running them, or even a whole board running them. And as for Accounting Central, I was the one that built the company from the bottom up. But as it began to grow larger and larger, I needed more help and had to rely on more people to join me in making things possible. That's when Zeke ended up quitting his previous job that he had before working with me and came over to give me a hand. Since we were both committed to one another at the time, I thought the best option would be to make myself and him the CEO of the company by splitting control over things.
Is that right?
But then Zeke started to go out and have fun with you. And that was soon followed by us getting a divorce. Of course, with a divorce, there would be no way for us to work together anymore, so I had him removed from the company. At the time, he was going on about how he deserved part of the company, or at least a part of the profits for the rest of his life. But the thing is, the company was always all mine, and therefore I get to decide what he keeps and what he loses. And considering he was cheating on me and led us to get divorced, I chose to not give him much of anything. And then that led to a very smooth firing of Zeke.
Well, what? Wait a second. I never heard anything about that from Zeke before. He's always been going on about how he's the one running the company. And multiple times now he's told me it's his company.
I'm not saying he doesn't continue to say that the company is his. But the truth is, the company was never his, and he was only working at the top in order to help his wife, the true owner and CEO. And right now, all he really is an unemployed jerk. He doesn't run anything anymore and only holds the title of being a cheating little jobless idiot.
Then what about the mansion he's promised me? The mansion that him and I are supposedly moving into today? There's no way he can afford a mansion if he's unemployed now, right? And wait a second. What about the settlement we have to pay you? Zeke is going to pay for me as well, right?
I have no idea about all of that. How about you ask the man sitting next to you in the car driving?
I'm too scared to ask him something like that.
Well, when it came to the life we had together, we were both living in your average apartment. I get that we were both running a company, but even then we were just living in a 2-bedroom apartment that was just under 1,000 square feet.
What? Are you kidding me? I thought that you and him had been living in some kind of penthouse downtown or something.
If we had been running a large company together, I'm sure that would be the case. But this company isn't that large yet. We were just making enough to afford to live in a decent apartment downtown is all. No way we were going to afford some penthouse. So I really wonder where the jobless Zeke is taking you to right now. He was never able to live in anything like a mansion back when he had a job running a company.
What the hell? I'm scared right now, Arya. Where the hell is he taking me right now? Oh, we should be going to a mansion right now to finish off this lovely cake, right? Starting tomorrow, I should be living the life of a celebrity, right?
Oh, look at you getting all excited and worked up at the same time. Now you have a wonderful time with your new husband.
You've really done it this time, telling Penelope about how I'm unemployed right now. Because of that, she started to yell at me while we were driving to let her out of my car.
The only problem I see here is that you were hiding all of that from your new wife that you only just got married to. So tell me, where were you planning to take her away to? She was told that you were taking her to this massive mansion you bought for her. No matter how I tried to think about it, there's no way you could afford a place like that.
I was taking her to my parents' house. Now, after having to try and calm her down while driving another hour, we finally arrived here.
Huh? You took her to your parents' house?
I wasn't lying about anything to her. Look, my parents happen to have a rather large house. Because of how large it is, most of the people in this town like to call it the mansion on Jefferson Street.
Even if it's not completely a lie, there is still no way things are going to work out for you. You had been telling her that the two of you would be moving into a mansion, yet it's turned out to be her new in-laws' house. You both only just got married, so no matter how hard you try and stretch things, in her eyes, I'm not sure she's wanting to live with her in-laws yet.
We would only have to be living with my parents for a little while. Just a little while. Look, I have a few things I need to fix in my life, and that requires my parents to be around to support me. That's why I brought her here, to live for a little bit.
And what did Penelope say to an excuse like that? She thought you were a CEO, yet you have no job. And she thought you were taking her to a mansion to live together in, but it's turned out to be her in-laws' house. I'm sure she's livid right now, huh?
About that one, Arya. Look, I know you might be feeling upset still, after being stabbed in the back by the both of us, but right now she's very happy with the way things have turned out.
What?
Look, at first she was pretty pissed saying that I'd lied to her, but after explaining everything to her, she became very happy. That when she learned that my parents' house is really this big, she started to go on about how this house and the land are all hers. Started to ask me just how much money the both of my parents would be passing on to her when they die. Seeing her get all excited like that made my heart skip a few beats, actually. Also, after explaining to her what my next job would be, she almost passed out due to joy.
Oh, so you've already decided where you'll be working next?
I have. Right after you had me fired from your company, my friend hit me up asking if I wanted to work for him. He's in need of some help right now, so I'll be the perfect option for his company.
That's amazing, Zeke. Now that you'll be getting another job here soon, you can finally pay me the settlements I've been asking you and Penelope for. I have been waiting for so long now, and I'm getting very impatient with the both of you.
Don't get so worked up over it. Look, once I become the next director there, I'll give you whatever you've asked us for. Look, honestly, I'll give you double what you've asked for since I kept you waiting.
Well, that would be wonderful. I guess you really have found yourself a well-paying job.
Well, this is the kind of income a director like myself is expected to be making after all. Next month, I'll be joining my friend in his company, and there'll be a ceremony held for me joining as the new director. Then I'll be helping my friend grow his company with him, and making even more than I was before with you. Then I can take Penelope with me, and we can move into the mansion I promised her. I'll have the dream mansion she's been wanting for so long built, just the way she wants it.
That would make her so happy, wouldn't it?
Once they have the new mansion built and we moved in, I'll invite you to the housewarming party as well. I'll show you the loser that you are. Just how happy my new wife and I are, living in such a modern and gorgeous mansion.
Hey, listen to this. The place that Zeke ended up taking me to happens to be his parents' house.
I heard all about that from him yesterday. I thought you were going to be pissed off with him, but you actually turned out to be really happy.
Oh, at first I was shocked at what was going on, but when I found out that both the house and the land would be mine, I forgave him. I never thought that Zeke was going to be the successor of two very rich parents and would be getting all of this to himself. Also, it so happens that his parents have a lot of other assets that we'll be given access to after they are gone. After seeing just how much money there is in all of this, I don't mind spending a little time living together with his parents after all.
How much money there is? You've been looking at all the things his parents have and their values? Great job.
Are you getting all jealous of me now or something? I don't care how much all of this hurts you, because I'm the one who ended up with everything here.
Huh?
Really sucks to be you, Arya. Not only does this husband of mine love me so much more than he ever loved you, but he's willing to let me have everything his parents leave behind. Oh, who cares that you happen to run some small little company like that? Compared to all the money and assets my husband and I will be getting, you are nothing, and your company is nothing.
You're calling my very important company nothing now?
Don't try and act all tough just because you're a CEO. Compared to you, I've come out above you by miles. I mean, I happen to have a husband that will soon be a very high-up director and has all of these things just waiting around to become mine.
All of those things will soon become mine, you mean?
What?
I was just sitting here quietly waiting to see just how far you were going to take things. But I told you yesterday to take a really good look at reality, right? Yet you still haven't settled down to do so, and are only making yourself look like even more of an idiot. Could that cake you had yesterday been a little too much sugar for you?
Hey, what the hell do you mean all of this will be yours? Stop saying such BS right now.
I'm just speaking the truth is all.
No way that could be true. Why the hell would all the things his parents own become yours? You are his ex-wife and have nothing to do with him now. All you are is a stranger. So how would you ever get any of the things his parents own?
I'm getting all of those things because that's the promise we made.
The promise you made?
Are either of Zeke's parents around you right now?
Right now they are out in the living room taking over some things. They asked me to come and join them because it's about something important.
Then maybe you should go and join them in that discussion. I'm sure that right now Zeke is being told the reality of the situation and what will be happening from here on out. A lot of it has to be about how I'm the owner of that house and its land.
Huh? Did you just say you're the owner of this house?
Now you go and listen in on the details from your in-laws, please. I have a lot of work going on today, so I have to get going.
What is all this about, Arya? You own both my parents' house and the land the house is on. I won't allow that to be the case.
Whether or not you'll allow it, the documents hold the truth. And the truth is, I own them both. As your parents have already told you, they both wanted me to own the house and its land. I was asking them to find a way to get their son to pay me the settlement I was asking for. And they came to me saying that they were sorry for what you had done and offered their house and everything to me.
I heard about that from them, but I had no reason to believe all that. I never thought that my parents would give up the rights to their house and everything. They never said anything about something like that going on. And from what else I've heard, when buying their house, they relied on you to do all the accounting. They even had you taking out the loan for him in order to afford that place. Why did you never tell me anything about all of that? Why did they never tell me?
I'm sure it had something to do with their pride as your parents. They even told me to keep all that had been going on a secret from you. They understood that if you found out about what had been going on, you would most likely get upset with them.
No way.
I knew that as your wife, it wasn't good to keep secrets from you such as that. But considering it was your parents asking me to not tell you, I couldn't say no. And they were the ones I was getting business from, as I was their accountant. So I definitely wouldn't want to lose their trust.
With the way things are going, I'm not going to get anything from them. Look, if I'm able to get you the money you've been asking for, then you'll give them back that house and the land, right?
Well, of course. I'm just holding on to the house right now as a way of making sure I have some sort of value coming from you guys. Although, if you don't get that money to me soon, I will keep this house and all for good, and will most likely sell it for more than I'm asking for in the settlement. So as long as you pay me the amount that I've asked for these next few months, then I promise you all that you'll get the house back.
Really?
But you will be able to get all that money that I've asked from you on time this time, right? From what I've seen already out of you, I'm not sure you will be able to. But what do you think? Will you be all right?
What? What do you mean you're not sure about me paying you back?
Have you been listening to anything your parents have said to you? They told you about how much I've been asking for from you on top of the settlement, right? Back when they took out that loan through me for the house, they were never able to pay it all back to me. And so I told them during our divorce just to have you pay the remainder back to me in the settlement. But you never paid me anything. And so they have been begging me to allow an extension on when I want the money. But I've already told them it's not going to happen now.
What? I never knew about that either. No, I just thought I was having to pay you the original settlement and that was all.
Well, that's not at all the case here. But it's starting to sound more and more like I'll be getting to keep this house and land that I've acquired, right? I would much rather have the money I asked for, but if I'm able to time things out just right, I could sell the house and land for even more than I was asking you all for.
No, hold on a second. Whenever I talked with my parents about their new place, they always told me they had everything under control and had it all paid off. They lied to me. And when I asked them about who they got the loan through, they just lied to me and told me some local bank.
I hope you're not getting too upset with your parents right now.
I'm going to talk with my parents right now.
Oh, what should I do? Aria? I was just calling to go and see Zeke a second ago. He told me that from here on out we're going to have to live here with his parents. Forever.
What? But didn't he say he only planned to stay with them for a little bit before his new job?
He says that things aren't going so well for his parents now, so we're all going to have to live together. He also told me about how his parents made some mistakes when buying this place, and that's made things even worse for us. After asking him how much money we needed to get out of this mess, he told me far more than even his salary will be able to pay. He then told me about how your parents were trying to get this house sold by renovating it and all that, but nobody would take it off their hands. So now, in order to help them with their losses and for us to still have a place to live, we're going to have to live here, with them, and to hand our money over.
Oh my. I thought after hearing something like that you would have made a run for the hills to escape Zeke and his family. But you are being one very special wife by sticking by his side in order to support him in his family's time of need. I'm sure he's still very worried, though, about how things will play out. So make sure to take good care of him.
I'm the one freaking out right now, though. I was told that if you don't get the money you've asked for here soon, the house and the land will all be yours forever, right? There's no way the things that are all supposed to be mine have to go and be taken away by you.
Well, it's Zeke's parents' fault for not paying off all the money I was owed by them. So would you stop whining about all of that to me when you should be talking with them right now?
Huh?
Also, it doesn't really matter to me anymore that they didn't pay me everything back, as they left that to their son to do in the divorce. I mean, the plan was to have him take all their things from them after they died, including their debt. So, on top of the settlements I'm still owed, he should be paying me the remainder of whatever his parents forgot about. Luckily, Zeke will be able to pay all of that to me, right? I mean, he's going to work for his friend now as a director and will be making massive amounts of money. He'll be able to take care of everything for both you and his parents without even having to break a sweat. Right? But remember, there is a deadline to all of that, so he'd better make it quick.
What do you mean he'll be a director at his friend's company? All of that vanished and he's not going to become anything now. He lied about all of that to me, so he's still going to be an unemployed jerk.
Are you serious?
It's not that he lied, but the guy he called his friend stabbed him in the back. Even though he was the one that asked for Zeke to join him in the first place. That guy is the real liar in this situation. He won't let Zeke come and join the company anymore. He said some stupid crap about how he thought Zeke had experience running a company, but that he was wrong. He then followed that by saying Zeke must have just helped run your company in practice, because in reality he had no clue what he was doing.
Wow. Poor old Zeke.
There's no way someone could do that to their friend. I was so happy to see my husband becoming a director. I needed him to become one in order to get us out of this situation.
I'm sure you did. You have been so worried about paying off your in-laws' debt to me as well as getting this house and land back that I received from them in exchange. And like I've been saying time and time again, you guys will also have to pay me that settlement I've been asking again and again for. You have so many things to be worried about now.
I know that! Everything is going to hell here! We need money right now more than ever. Right now they are trying so hard to get any bit of money they can. They've started to sell all their antiques. And those expensive things that are supposed to become mine in the future are all going away. And they aren't even handing any of the money they get for them to me, instead using it to pay off other smaller debts they've had. I'm not getting a single penny out of any of this.
Hold on now. Those guys have been in debt to others besides just myself?
That's right. Zeke's parents have borrowed money from all kinds of people in order to try and make their lives better. But now that they need to start paying all of that money back, they have been selling literally everything.
Wow. I can't believe it. Then how are things going for them right now? Are they going to be able to avoid being hit by higher interest rates and things like that?
Not at all. They can barely make enough money right now to pay off anything. And pretty soon here they will have no more momentum. There is no way this family is making it out of here alive. I can already tell what the end will look like. This family and everything they have with them will fail!
Whew, you poor thing. Especially when the people you just became family to are trying too hard to keep their heads above water right now.
Hey, please, Aria. I want to get away from Zeke and his family as soon as possible. Would you come and get me from here? I need your help getting me out of here.
What? You can't just run away from all your problems like that. You happen to be part of that family now. Your husband is trying so hard right now to make things work, so you have to be there to support him. Your job as his wife is to be by his side laughing and smiling for him, right?
With the way things are right now, I can't smile at all. Please, Aria, help me. If I can't get away from all of them now, I'm going to burn in hell just like them.
Well, as long as you go to hell along with them, you'll have someone to keep you company. It'll be the four of you, all paying for the sins you all committed. So now that you're aware of that, you all have the best of luck paying off your debts. For starters, maybe work on paying off the settlements you and Zeke owe me, please. Although Zeke and his parents tried their best, they weren't bringing in nearly enough money to pay off all the debt they were in. I myself was a little bit worried about if they'd ever pay me the settlement or not, but after a few months' worth of payments, I got all the money I wanted from those two. However, having already paid her part of the settlement, Penelope later started texting me asking to give back the money she gave me because things were even worse for her. I'm sure things really did get worse for her and everyone else, considering her husband was still jobless and both her in-laws still in debt. I would have loved to help her get out of such a pickle. But my heart can only be so loving. And so I did the only thing I could for her. And that was blocking her number. I did, however, end up giving them the house and land back, since I got the settlement I had asked for. But from what I heard out of other people's mouths, they were never able to pay off everything, and are no longer living in that house. Apparently, they ended up selling the house for half the amount it was worth. All while Penelope sat in the yard screaming her head off about how something like this was never supposed to happen. As of right now, that very unfortunate family of 4 is living in a studio apartment, having to sleep alone on the hard floor together like a can of sardines.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.